Well, it would help if I'm on screen. It would help if everything else is working here too. Who is running the show right now? NBA bets on a Tuesday night. We've got 4 or 5 games to look at here. Not a ton of normal action. I don't even know what's going on. Like, I just woke up out of bed. I was a top 10% last night, thanks to the tools. Don't worry, at Shander Bets, you could see it all. And I figured, all right, let's make more NBA bets tonight off the tools. We hit our reverse ladder last night with Luca. Thank you. That was awesome. Portfolio EV. And then the first thing I see as we welcome you in here is a beautiful college basketball play. All right. CSUN Matadors. Now, look, do you know who they are? Do you have any idea? Did you fill this out yet? Right? Like, did you put your bracket and think to yourself, I've got the CSUN Matadors. It's Cal State, but I've got the CSUN Matadors. Looking to see they play Stanford. Okay. At Stanford, the number 2 seed. Wasn't quite sure what their seeds were here. So this is a 2-7 today, tonight. Entryway into the tournament. And Cal State at plus 244 is our number 1 bet on the tools. Here's where it becomes an edge. We have identified with our long now track record and updates. It's just insane what's about to happen. But think of it this way. With our proven line of success, the fact that we put up everything from results to what works with tools out there, we, through our system, not me, I'm just here talking, but smarter people than me, a bunch of them, have identified that this should be plus 244. Yet Flip is hanging plus 260. Not good. Not good. For them, great for us. So what we can do is pound this thing here at plus 244, and you go back and you can see, all right, well, where exactly we're talking edge. Plus 260 versus what? Plus 230 at Circa, pretty sharp there. DK's at 230. Onyx is pretty much the same. And then it just gets worse and progressively worse. Some fool is out there thinking, I got Cal State Northridge tonight. I bet them plus 215 on Bet Rivers. What? Plus 260. You're leaving money on the table. This is the easiest way to identify how and why these tools work at Portfolio EV. Simply just finding bets. Now, this is my portfolio. College basketball in the house. Absolutely love it. Okay, go ahead and bet it. Put a half unit on it. Let's tail it. All right. Is it still up? It's still up. Now, this has been hanging for a bit, and Fliff refuses to do anything at all different. What's going on? Love to see Big Dog Banna in the house, by the way. Hit that PEV parlay. Hope you tailed it at Big Dog Banna. Appreciate you being involved in that one. Levon's in the house. Let's go. Let's go. Andy, good morning. Love to see you. Steve in the house as well. Always a pleasure, my friend. We won last night. Let's win again, right? Look, we're not going to hit them all as far as the parlays, what have you, but let's just jump on Cal State tonight, shall we? We'll put a shekel or two on them to just win outright. Where the hell is this? 11 o'clock at night. That's why. 11 o'clock at night plus 220. All right, so this is gone. In the time that I was just yapping, this sucker is gone. It's down to plus 220. So we know, and this should update, I think, shortly, but at least we know that it's not going to work. Not at plus 220. All right. And again, the difference is just simple right there. So I don't have anything working on my portfolios at all. Let's just see what we have tonight across the board. Now, again, these aren't popping for multiple reasons. Either they have a historic ROI that's negative, not in this case, or it's at a book that I simply can't bet in this case. So James Harden rebounds popping. That's a great bet. I mean, they don't even take my money. Sugar House is a creative book. Harden under 5.5 boards, right? Let's look at our odds here. If we can stretch this out. Can't even get me on screen to start to show. The odds aren't up there. What is happening here? Again, you can just look at the difference across the board. Plus 120 versus plus 109. Minus 125 versus minus 134. Minus 115 versus minus 123. Does it even matter what's on the left? Does it even matter? No, it truly doesn't. You know ball, like the back and forth and everything. Look, originators know ball. Follow the originators. They know ball. This approach is meant with volume and plus EV, meaning the odds that you're getting at a specific book are beating the true odds. And I say this every single day. Gorilla Trap's probably sick of hearing it. What's up, fam? Is that it's the actual retail price, just like Price is Right. Actual retail price of this prop, D'Angelo Russell, under 5.5 assists at minus 115 at ESPN. The real price should be minus 123. So this is the basis, really the base, the foundation of building everything else. So right away you can see, okay, this is what's available. Hard Rock, good luck. You'll get limited just breathing. That's just going to happen. Like, limiting is the name of the game. It's totally unfortunate, but it's the truth. By the way, Cal State Northridge. I see you, Andy. Cal State Northridge in the house. We had a college basketball game just to kick things off. I would imagine this would be a pretty good time, right? To remind you that we've got 68% off your first month and a free trial. So you'll get a free week and you will get 68% off your first month. I can't imagine this is going to last. In fact, on the graphic, it even said that this sucker is done Wednesday, midnight. That's probably Eastern, but who knows? It could be Pacific midnight. So you may get, like, if you're insomniac or if you're trying to catch early lines at 2:20 and you forget, oh, okay, I live in Baltimore. I can snag that still. Exactly. All right, let's see what we can build here, at least as far as a parlay is concerned. Nothing jumping out again for me, at least. And that was just the NBA. This is just specific to the NBA, right? Seeing what's popping. If you want to tail these, jump in. These are all plus EV so long as the number is still there. HROI. All right, what's that? Jason Tatum, PRA, right? Minus 110 beats minus 113. Great. Over time, that's going to compound money. That's just going to stack up. Minus 113 is what it should be. But here's the thing. It's at BetMGM. So we have specific data as far as the market bet, points, rebounds, and assists. The fact that we've got an edge, EV, whatever that edge is, right? And the results at that book. So the historical results of PRAs at BetMGM are ridiculous, netting you a 7.8% ROI, which means that you are in the green if you simply blindly bet every single plus EV PRA prop that pops up at BetMGM. It doesn't matter if you're getting a 0.2% edge or if you are getting a 10% edge. You are getting a massive return over the season. This is this year, by the way, this year. All right. I know. It's a lot of technical stuff happening, but it helps because I think from an explanation standpoint. All right, look at this. Real quick. So how EV should you sort? Because, Anthony, that's going to take a second. I sort by either rating or EV. I think the blend in which we have and the rating as far as the EV, in this case, I want plus EV specific to the parlay builder. But when I'm just looking at bets and I'm building a portfolio, which we're going to do as soon as we build this parlay here, this show parlay, is I want to either have OS rating at 1+ or EV at 1+. So I'm at least getting 1% back. And in this case, look, like this would qualify. Max Strus would qualify. So with player props in the NBA, still good to follow plays early with others getting ruled out and players whose under become different later. Yeah, I think what we're seeing here is really an exception, maybe more than anything, right? Which is this year seems worse than, I don't know, last couple of years, maybe even combined. And it's not even the guessing game. It's just you have to go through a night. I mean, look, last night, right? Guy gets ejected. It's just, I saw DK, shout out to DK DFS, right? Nemhard. That's the thing, too, that you have to worry about. And not every night is everybody getting ejected, but somebody in some case, there's injury. Somebody's getting ruled out at noon. Somebody's getting ruled out at 5 o'clock. Somebody's getting ruled out, 30 minutes before tip. That's why the Sixers, good, are getting investigated. They should be investigated for grand theft. Somebody is laundering money from one source to another to pay Joel Embiid and Paul George to just sit on the bench. It's great for them. What a racket. But here's the thing, as far as overall, you're just going to get the benefit of the market moving. So in this case, even applying that slight little like, okay, could somebody get ruled out? It's going to reflect it after the fact, right? And I think to this point, with Jokic getting ruled out, it's definitely going to change, right? Like people are going to slam overs when they see Jokic out, and Westbrook or any other starter who could benefit from that or player who could benefit from that is going to, right? So at that point, though, that doesn't mean that you getting a plus EV number at, let's say, under 8.5 rebounds for Russell Westbrook. And then that bumps up because everybody pounded the over once Jokic was out. And that bumps up to under 10.5. There may not be a plus EV bet there. So just because there are 2 more rebounds on the table that you left, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting the best number. And there's even a plus EV number available. I mean, look, we just saw that with my portfolio here. All right, let's build this real quick, see what we got. But it's a great question. It's just something that we constantly have to deal with here. So I'm just adding right from the jump, 3 plays, bang, 605 return. Seems pretty good, seems pretty easy. You want North Carolina on the money line, or not North Carolina, but North Carolina State, North Carolina Tech, North Carolina A&M. It is North Carolina. Tar Heels minus 178. San Diego State. I didn't see that. Okay. Let's see here. 4 plays plus 1,000. Who's in? Is this it? Are we okay with this? You can hit the thumbs up button if you're riding here on the YouTube channel, by all means. Appreciate that. You can always subscribe too. And of course, if you're on Twitter at ShanderBets, easiest way to get me, DM me, sign up, 68% off your first month. And you're going to get the free trial. So you get a free week and you get 68% off your first month. Insane stuff going on here. And I think that's really the dance is the code. So here's the squad. Here's everything that we have together. Dyson Daniels under 5.5 rebounds. And Giannis under 27.5 points. Jared Allen under 13.5 points. Tar Heels on the money line. That's Ben Raza's squad. He had a nice ticket just for them to make it. This is fine. This is a, 10-1 return, right? So I think in this case, who's got an issue with it? Do you want more? Now we're getting into Keon Johnson. That's minus territory. Not for me. I think we're in better shape just adding this. All right. The tweet is below at ShanderBets. That's how you can sign up. Use code DANCE. It's right there. This is a great bet. There we go right here. Bet now. Share this tab, and it's in there. All right. You got a second? You want to see it? Let's do it. Put it in there right now. Because this could be gone. This is the benefit, I think, of what we do here. I'm putting it in currently as we speak. This sucker might be gone by now. Just me trying to fix it. Just me trying to sneak it in. It could be gone. Yeah, Garland is up there now. All of this is out. Giannis, I can still get. Yeah, man, this is garbage. I'm garbage. I was flapping. I took too long. Come on, man. This is all out. Wow. Tar Heels have dropped to minus 176. Yeah, see, the return is still there, I guess, technically. Let's see. I don't know. It's telling me here on FanDuel, this is not adjusted. Let's see. So what we're going to do here, my fault. Get back up. You don't want to see me, by all means. You want to see this. Bet now. It's still at 10. Wow. Okay. The numbers have changed, but you know what? I'm still going to ride it here. Great. Let's do it. North Carolina is in. And then we have Dyson Daniels under 5.5 rebounds, right? And I think I'm just missing Jarrett Allen at this point. I'm surprised because while the numbers have moved individually, well, I can't even find Jarrett Allen right now. He must have dropped. There we go. While the numbers have moved individually, the return is still the same. There you go. Is this still best bet at FanDuel? Well, that's why we have the tools here. Let's go back and see what we have. Don't worry, I'll bet this. You haven't already. Should have time there. I mean, I was talking for a bit on purpose, helping you all out. Oh, FanDuel has fixed their issue, so you can just automatically bet that right from the bet now. See, again, hopefully you're following along, right? Following along at home. Boy, I didn't even put that back up. I know, man. Here's the problem too. I was so busy trying to work this thing on the parlay builder that I forgot to bring the screen back up. So that was pretty embarrassing. I mean, I brushed my teeth, but I didn't check my nose or anything. All right, I'm in. Let's see. Cal State. This is still up there, but it's not here for me on Fliff. I don't know what's going on. 260 is just not available for me. So something's up with this number here. All right, Trey Young. I can bet this. And Dyson Daniels, I just bet that. Kawhi Leonard, I'm limited, but I can get, 10, maybe $15 down there over at Caesars. So if you want, you can see how this thing works, right? Like Cal State, we're going to take this off, unfortunately, because at least on my flip, unless they moved it back, but I just checked and they did not. Dyson Daniels. Now, note, we've got Caesars, we've got FanDuel, and we've got DraftKings. All right? Each leg, a different book. Each book returning the best plus EV number from a top-down market-based approach. And it's best bet over at DraftKings at plus 570. Now, there's a big difference, right? Not necessarily between plus 570, plus 569, but that penny over time absolutely, right, builds up. The other part of it, though, is like 518. Look at that. That's where you get really banged up. That's where you get into trouble. 518 versus the 570, in this case, at DraftKings. Leaving money on the table is just foolish. It makes no sense. There you go. Just hit you with that. Those three best bet individually at the book. But if you wanted to put them together, you could certainly get that there. All right, let's see here. We did have a boost, right? I know we hit that reverse Luka ladder, but that was just what was available to us. 25% college, 30% on player performance doubles. Maybe we could make something out of that. Player performance doubles. Let's see. You're going to need something, right? Like points, rebounds, and then the team. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we can find. Trey Young, we'd need an over too. So that's not necessarily a given, although overs have been popping. They have been popping. Okay. Let me remove everything here. Let me get back to just general NBA because it could be ESPN, could be something, right? Could be something different. That's fine. Not yet. Although these are good bets still. George Niang. I mean, these are all good bets. 1.2. Here you go. Derek White. Points and assists. All right. Let's get to that Boston game. Player performance doubles. Now, I don't normally bet these. So if you're out there and you do, I imagine these are under the popular one, right? Yep. I got it. All right. So we've got points and assists at 22.5. Oh, this is great. Points and assists at 22.5. We've got White, 20 plus points, Boston to win at plus 160. White, 6 plus assists, Boston to win at plus 182. Now, what you could do is just look and say, all right, well, if he hits one of these, chances are that he's going to hit his over in the combo. So can we get an alt combo? If not, then we'll just go back to that. Now, we can't get an alt combo. We just have to go over right now the 22.5, which is fine as an individual. But if you're going to build this here, I think assist is the better play personally. So at plus 182, we'll drop it. 30% profit boost. We've now moved this to 238. unless, and it's very difficult because this is not a yes-no market. We don't have any source of truth, and anybody telling you they do is telling you a flat-out lie. But at plus 238, we've moved that rather significantly. You know, max bet, whatever your limit is, 10 for me, that's fine. Plus 238. White. All right, we just gave you a player performance double boost, 30% boost on Derek White, 6+ Boston wins. Now, all Boston has to do is not lose to Brooklyn at home. And we just cash a plus 238 ticket. Check. Again, 68%. The link is below. This is done Wednesday. I'll be back with you tomorrow. Quicker show today, lighter schedule, what have you, but I wanted to run through some stuff that we have. Appreciate you all being here. Again, shout out. Make sure you're following Big Dog out there at Big Dog Banner in the house. But take advantage of this. This ends March 19th at midnight. Please don't make me hunt you down. Here's the beauty of it. Tomorrow, I'm going to brag about how I stepped out to another state that allowed prize picks, and I just cashed this morning a 25x bazooka. Have a great day.